Yo, what is up, crew? And welcome back to another vlog.
Check the bomb.
I am getting started a little bit later than I normally would. However, it is a beautiful day to be alive. It is not necessarily a beautiful day out here, per se. However, it is a beautiful day to be alive. And I am just really honoring all of the opportunities that this life has afforded me. I had a really cool connection, like dinner and conversation with someone that has been my friend for quite some time, and it's a woman who's from France, and she's going through the current visa process, and she's in the E2, and she was sharing with me just the dogma that some of those individuals that go through that process get to navigate and manage. And it just reminds me that there is a land of opportunity that we live in and that we exist in. And I think so many times us as Americans overlook the opportunities that we do have while living here. Now, I will also add, as an American, we had a long conversation about the tax system, what Social Security actually means, how the United States is a business, and I had a really great conversation with her about credit and really how valuable credit is in this day and age, and really how it can set you up, if you know how to use it in the right way, to really have way more fruit in your life. Now, if you want more fruits in your life and you desire to have more financial abundance, this video is for you. Continue watching, because this is coming from someone that at one point was in $147,000 in debt, and I was able to climb myself out in 8 months. And I believe at this point in life, I have a grid on what it means to have financial literacy. And realistically, so many people out there do not accept the financial standpoint that they are in. And they just overly spend, they don't frugally save, and then they wonder at the end of it all why they are dead broke. And realistically, the number one thing that you need to learn when it comes to financial literacy is the power of your decisions. You have power in your decisions, and many people get caught up in impulse control, meaning they have no control over their impulsivity to buy frivolously things that they do not necessarily need to impress people that do not fucking matter. It is the dogma that many Americans get caught up in, and many people around the world. They're buying the cool shoes because they're the cool shoes, because they're like trending on IG or trending on Facebook or trending on some ad. And ideally, not only are people wearing some of the most ridiculous things, like those fucking big ass red boots that Kanye was wearing, but it has created this pitfall of people buying things to appeal to people that they really don't like in the first place, or maybe they do like, but that is the first one. It's having power behind your decisions, which leads to having impulse control. Impulse control, honing in on that skill set and being able to navigate and manage and respect that skill set, and also truly embody what it means to have impulse control. You know, it's not just towards finances. It's towards also thinking with the right head as a man. Meaning, don't think with the head downstairs, because a majority of the time, and I tell this to guys in my program all the time, the guy downstairs does not have your best interest in mind. You only think he does. Think with the head above your shoulders. If you have impulse control over those things and the other areas in your life, such as your business, your relationship, and your finances, you will go further in life. Just without a doubt, if you have control over your impulsivity, that is the first step to making your life better if you do not like where it's currently at. Because ideally, many people give in to their impulsivity and they'll say things like, YOLO, you only live once. Well, I can't take any of it with me. Guess what? You can if you set things up as an asset for your kids or your loved ones to take after you die. I digress. I think many people have no idea what it means to be financially literate. They have no idea how much they make fully in a month, or maybe you do. They have no idea why they're paying taxes. They have no idea why things are getting more expensive. Because ideally, right now, with where inflation is, I'm going to make this easy for you. Inflation is at about 6%. That means things, goods, costs, interest rates are at a 6% hike. Now here's what that means. If you make, let's say I'm gonna do the metric of $100, okay? Or $100,000. Give me one moment. Okay, so if you make $100,000, each year that inflation continues, let's say inflation continues at 6 and it doesn't raise at all. So that means, let's say you make $100,000 each year. That means that next year, because of inflation, you will make $94,000, meaning you will actually make $6,000 less, because that is where inflation is. So I wanted to make sure this didn't fall. Okay, are you tracking with me? I hope so. If not, go back, listen to that again. If you are making $100,000, that means that next year you will actually be making $9,400. Now, if inflation continues, sorry, I don't like the Google calculator. Okay, so let's say 94,000. Ooh, that almost fell. That means the following year you will be making 88,000. Okay, let's say inflation continues, then you'll be making 82,000. Do you see the trend that is happening here? Do you see how each year you're in the same job doing the same thing, yet you are making substantially less? So 3 years from now, if things continue, you will lose $18,000 on your top earning potential. Not your earning power, your earning potential. And with that being said, if you're not adding 6% to your salary or how much you're making per year, you are losing money. I don't think many people understand how finances actually work and how the interest system and things like that actually plays a role in your day-to-day life. The sooner you learn that, the sooner you will get ahead, and the sooner you will be able to get yourself out of the now that you are in. If you do not like where your finances are in this moment, trust me, it can always get better. However, it will not start until you have impulse control over the decisions that you make. Control that impulse, be aware of your decisions, and do what you can to do things purposeful. Don't do things to just make money, because trust me, it's a means to an end. That's all I got for y'all. I'll see you on the next one. Peace.